Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club.
Hello, good
Oh
evening,
dear.
and welcome to the Virtual Racers
Hang
Club.
on, I've got to turn that down. I'm using a different iPad and that is blasting. I'll turn that down. So hello. Alright, we're here for the GTMC round 7, lobby 1. The GTMC, you say? You've never heard of it? GTMC is VRC's only multi-category racing series, and drivers will have to master cars from the Group 3 and Group 4 categories across 10 rounds. Drivers or teams will select a manufacturer to represent during the championship. They will be using they will be using both the Group 3 and Group 4 cars from their chosen manufacturer. At each round there will be a sprint race using the Group 4 cars and a feature race using the Group 3 car. And there's going to be, well, we're on round 7 of 10. So the Group 4 cars, they qualify for 10 minutes, and then they race for 15 minutes. A short break where our special randomator picks a number, and then the grid is reversed from that number. Sorry, I was just getting that up. Ready. But yeah, so, and then they have a feature race of 40 minutes. In the sprint race they use racing super softs, and in the feature race they've got super soft softs and mediums available to them, and they must use 2 of those 3 compounds for at least 3 laps. I've just seen what the number is, so I know the number. Right then, let's have a look at the qualifying. The 10 minutes of qualifying these guys have done, and we'll look at the grid now. Right, Jeff, he's the race coordinator. How's it going, Jeff? Good? Good show. So, the grid. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I haven't even read the championships. Hang on, let me zoom back into Jeff. You can at least look at that. God, I was disorganised. I was so busy looking at what number it was because I thought that's the one thing I haven't looked at. But I haven't looked at the table. So let me give you a quick rundown of Lobby 1's table before drop scores after 6 rounds. And you've got Little's GP sitting at the top on 277 points. Matt Psycho in second place. That's the 2 BMW drivers on 231 points. Liam Anfield for Alfa Romeo also on 231 points. So him and Matt Psycho absolutely drawing. 4th for Racer Brown for Aston Martin with 211 points. In 5th we have Homesick Alien on 184 points for Mercedes. Gazman, I think he drives for Lexus, is on 178 points. IR Graham, the other Alfa Romeo driver, on 174 points, but he's missed a couple of rounds because of internet, so he'll be waiting for drop scores to jump up the table. 8th is Guesty on 137 points, also in the Aston Martin. Kale for Chevy in 9th on 129 points. Stevie Styler is 10th for McLaren on 114 points. Noxie, 11th, I think also in the Lexus, is on 104 points. Alphanut, 12th for Toyota on 85 points. G. Richards, 13th for Ford on 76 points. Daz, I think, for Jaguar in 14th on 74 points. Iron Doctor, 15th, I think he was in a Chevy, but he hasn't raced for like ages. He's on 38 points. And Pace, he was in a Chevy, he only raced the once, I think, in 16th on 26 points. There's a bit of chat, I'll get to the chat, but I'll just finish this manufacturers off, and then we'll leave Jeff alone to get on with the race start. So, I've looked at lobby 2. I knew I'd do that. I click on the wrong one because everything flicks around so quickly. I'm so manic. Here we go, lobby 1. The manufacturers. BMW at the top on 280 points. Alfa Romeo in second on 270 points with 3 rounds to go. Everything to play for at the top there. 3rd place, Aston Martin on 228 points. Mercedes in 4th on 184 points. Lexus in 5th on 182 points. So nothing between Lexus and Mercedes. Chevrolet in 6th on 131 points. McLaren 7th on 114 points. Toyota 8th on 85 points. Ford 9th on 76 points. And a Jaguar in 10th on 74 points. There the tables. We can get straight to the grid. We'll have a quick look at the chat. Racer Brown saying, hi Thingy, how are we? I'm good. Bunyard saying, how we doing? I'm alright. Pat saying, hello, I'm off to work today, so this is a bonus. Oh, he's off work, not off to work, he's off work today, so this is a bonus. And Homesick Alien saying, morning all. That's another one I suspect might not be at work if he's on YouTube. Anyway, so Jeff, get ready to hit that button, because we're going to look at the grid and then we're going to go, okay? Do nothing if you acknowledge me. Good. Right then, so the grid after 10 minutes of qualifying looks a little bit like this. Where are they? Thought he would have popped along any time now. Oh, there's the line. I was miles away. Oh dear, I didn't practice that very well. There you go. On pole is Little GP in the BMW. In second place, Liam Anfield for Alfa Romeo. In third place, we have the other BMW of Matt Psycho. In fourth, we have IR Graham in the other Alfa Romeo. In fifth, we have a Racer Brown in the Aston Martin, with sixth place being Guesty in the other Aston Martin. Seventh is Stevie Styler in the McLaren. These aren't the Group 3 cars, are they? That just looks a bit beefy for a McLaren. We're hoping these are the Group 4 cars. It is the Group 4 cars, because I know who's on pole for Group 3. So, sorry, Gazman, another tangent. And ninth, Homesick Alien in the Mercedes. 10th is Daz in the Jaguar. And Noxie in the Lexus in 11th. That is your grid. They are your competitors. Jeff, hit the button. Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. Hang on. Boom. Boom. So we're watching Little GP sitting on pole, ready to set off, and then it's raced on for 15 minutes in the Group 4 cars. And there they go, they are off as I slurp my drink. Bad timing. So Little GP looks like he's pulled away quite nicely. Liam Anfield maintaining that second spot. Matt Psycho trying to get up the side of Liam Anfield, and he's just about done it, but he's got caught behind his teammate. He's had to back off a bit, giving Liam Anfield the opportunity to come back in, but no, Matt Psycho's got the inside line there. Oh yeah, we're at Cataluna, I don't know if I mentioned. And Liam Anfield drops into third, IR Graham in fourth, with Racer Brown in fifth, but no, Homesick Alien moving up into fifth place. I was wondering what that noise was. It's a helicopter. Moving up into fifth place with Racer Brown in sixth. Stevie Styler just looking up the inside of Racer Brown. Oh, Racer Brown's dropping them. He's dropping them like they're hot, because he's just been overtaken by Stevie Styler and Homesick Alien. So Racer Brown down in seventh. Guesty in eighth, with Daz 9th, Gazman in 10th, and Noxie in 11th. Double check that. Yeah, Racer Brown was in 5th, and now he's in 7th, so he's lost 2 places. That's alright, I was just double checking. Lil GP there, still leading the way by Matt Psycho. In second, but Liam Anfield is looking hot on the heels of that BMW. Sitting on board with Liam Anfield just out of his back window. Oh, he's going to make the move. Oh, it's a little bit of contact there for Liam Anfield going through. Matt Psycho down into third, and there we can see a battle between Homesick Alien and IR Graham, the Mercedes. The Mercedes looking absolutely on fire today, but no, IR Graham maintains it, but as he's still maintaining, they're side by side going around this whole section, but no, Homesick Alien has tucked in behind for this very tight. Is it a chicane? Who knows what it is they put there. They just destroyed a great corner is all. So there, IR Graham, the Mercedes is coming back at him. The Mercedes is having another look, another bite of the cherry. He's pulled out of the toe. In front, it looks like Liam Anfield also making a... Oh no, it'll be Matt Psycho coming back on Liam Anfield. And Matt Psycho's back up in second. And Homesick Alien looks like he's made the manoeuvre on IR Graham. Oh no, IR Graham's go. Oh no, IR Graham looks like he was having a wiggle on. IR Graham, where is he gone? Oh my word, IR Graham will have a little flick back, because it's not often that man makes a mistake. So, yeah, let's all... Oh my god, is that right at the beginning? That was only 20 seconds. Oh no, it's not. So here we go, going into the corner. He's got Stevie Styler sitting right behind him, and I don't know, I think he just got a bit on the curb or something. But he's lost a hell of a lot of positions from that. He's down behind Guesty now in 8th place. It looks like Guesty's gone out wide though. Guesty's gone out wide. Guesty has gone out wide, and Daz has got through. Daz has got up into 8th place ahead of Guesty. And it looks like Gazman's also saying, well, if you're giving places away, I'm open to it. And there he goes, Gazman making the move up past Guesty, but Guesty's still alongside him. Guesty's not giving up the goat yet. He's there on the inside. Come on, come on. And there they go. They're fighting it out. Drag race all the way to the next corner. And Guesty's got the inside line, but he's compromised with his corner. Oh, and Guesty drops behind. Gazman gets the line. And Gazman up into 9th place. Guesty down into 10th, so it run through. Little GP, he's pulled out a lovely little lead on the rest of the pack. Matt Psycho still fending off Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield are looking absolutely racy today. Not as racy as Homesick Alien. Stevie Styler now up into 5th, with IR Graham exiting the pack and leaving. He's gone to the back of this little pack, so he's not all over yet. There's Racer Brown. He's moved up in position with IR Graham moving down, and Daz there into 8th, but he's got Gazman breathing heavy down his neck, so he's got to watch out, because there's a Lexus wants to get past the Jaguar. And Guesty there in 10th, and Noxie down in 11th. He's not too, he's dropped back a little bit. So the pack, we've still got Matt Psycho and Liam Anfield at it. But it doesn't look like Liam Anfield's grabbed enough toe for the first corner move. There we've got Homesick Alien with Stevie Styler very close behind, and the Aston Martin of Racer Brown there in 6th place. He's having a look at Stevie Styler in the McLaren. He definitely looked like he was having a little sniff to see if there was anything going. Sat on board with Racer Brown in the Aston Martin now, having a good close look at the back of that McLaren, as the McLaren stares at the back of Homesick Alien. The top 3, Little GP, Matt Psycho and Liam Anfield, nothing's changed there. IR Graham in 7th. Guesty's up to 8th. Guesty's made a big move. Guesty we saw down in 10th. Gazman and Daz, oh my lord. Oh, we can see that Gazman's just having an off, but what caused it in the first place? It looks like Gazman. Oh, a little nudge from Daz there, and I think he's pulled over to redress the situation. Oh, poor Daz and Gazman. And there goes Gazman back through, redressed. But then we see Gazman a little further down. Where is he? Cheeky man. There. Oh, he's already had his little off. We saw just the beginning of that, and now we've seen the end of it. So Daz back up into 9th place. No, has he let him past again? He couldn't have knocked him twice, could he? So, interesting situation back there. Little GP, absolutely flying. He loves his purples. And that BMW of Matt Psycho, he's not getting the same out of it as Little GP is. And Liam Anfield is just staying right on his bumper. He's not giving him a second's breather. Homesick Alien still maintaining the lead in this little troop, with Stevie Styler in 5th, Racer Brown 6th, and IR Graham there now. He is absolutely on the course. He is looking for a way past these boys. As I look up, and they've pulled away a little bit, but here we go. He's getting a tow from Racer Brown. Racer Brown giving him some sort of signals with his hazards and then his indicator on. And he's sitting right on the back of that Aston Martin. He's having a look. This is the move. Is he going to make it stick? He's got down there. We've seen him have a wiggle on in that corner, but he's done it. Done, dusted. He licked the stamp and then he posted it. Brilliant stuff there from IR Graham. Welcome back. We've missed you. And now IR Graham is going to set upon the McLaren. It doesn't look like he's going to make much work of that. Straight away under braking. I mean, I'd question if there was some sort of relationship going on there. No, I don't know. It did look easy for IR Graham, but there you go. He's up into 5th. And now he's chasing down the Mercedes. Little GP, meanwhile, he is having a nice Sunday drive out there, chilling, chillaxing in his Beamer. Matt Psycho, he cannot shake off Liam Anfield, and they've pulled away a little bit. But that Mercedes has got a lot to think about, because he's got IR Graham hunting him down now. A 154 from IR Graham last time around, and Homesick managing a 54.7 or so. Nothing in it between the two of them, but IR Graham does look like he has suddenly jumped to the back of that Mercedes. So Little GP leading the way from Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho, his hands are full, aren't they? Liam Anfield just not giving him a second breather around here in Spain. The Alpha looking very compact around these corners. Homesick Alien, he's admitted that the GR4 Mercedes are not as much fun to drive as the GR3 Mercedes, but it's doing a great job here at the moment. Sitting in fourth, IR Graham. He hasn't got the grunt down the straights. The toe's not going to help him. And he's got a McLaren and an Aston Martin looming very large in his mirrors. There's the second Aston Martin of Guesty. Guesty looks like he's catching up these guys now. Guesty on an absolute push. What's Racer Brown's last lap? 53.9. Guesty doing a 53.7. So Guesty coming back into the action. Gazman there in 9th place, just ahead of Daz in the Jaguar. And Noxie, he's done a 54.9. He's getting on pace with that Lexus. Meanwhile, so where's the battle? There's a battle going on right now. Oh no, IR Graham's got past Homesick Alien. I apologise. I tried to not miss too much, but here we go. Into the first corner. I think that Alpha just, it loves the corners, doesn't it? It really grips in them corners. Whereas the Mercedes are really lolling out wide there. And there you go, IR Graham. Just makes it look easy, doesn't it? He's cutting through the fields like they're just not there, and he's getting a purple along the way. So and here we go, Liam Anfield, he's looking to try and make a move somehow, we think. He's done a 52.8 and a 52.6. Matt Psycho's managing 53s just. So not 53s, he's just in the 53s, sorry, 53.0. So Liam Anfield is definitely quicker than the Beamer. We know we've had tyre troubles before. Yeah, the Beamers do look like they're using their tyres up a little bit more than those Alfa Romeos. And now Liam Anfield's side by side with the Beamer. Absolutely pleasant racing. Look at this. Now he's got the inside line. Grip alone. But no, the Beamer. Oh, Beamer, is it done enough? Liam Anfield clinging on around the outside there. Absolutely stunning driving from Liam Anfield. It looked like, way, and he just bounced over a cone. It looks an invisible cone, which will very much unsettle the Alfa Romeo. The reigning champion still fighting for that second spot. His teammate is heading up quickly behind. Oh, Stevie Styler has got past Homesick Alien as well. Stevie Styler has made a move that looks like the Alien has really lost his tyres now to me. Well, where are we? We're what, 9 minutes into the race? There you go. They're all bundling by. The Merc. I think the Merc has spent its tyres. Thought it was looking too good than what it's looked before. So Stevie Styler up into 5th. Homesick Alien still maintaining. Oh yeah, look at that front tyre there. The front left is absolutely rotten. It's done. So Racer Brown and Guesty all very nicely tightly together. The two Aston Martins are fighting the Merc that has a no front left tyre. Little GP, he's still heading on. He's losing a bit of pace though. He's into the 52s now. Matt Psycho still maintaining that lead. He lead from Liam Anfield. He's really playing a good rear gunner for Little GP right now, because I don't know if Little GP would be able to fight. You know, he's not as fast as the Alphas at this point. And there goes Liam Anfield. Does he though? Yes, it looks like that's Liam Anfield's corner all the way. And there you go, Liam Anfield up into 3rd spot. No, Liam Anfield up into 2nd spot, sorry. Matt Psycho down into 3rd spot. That's because I was thinking of drink. Another drink. I was getting we thirsty. So we've got 5 more minutes left of racing. Can Little's GP, has he pulled out enough of a lead? And can Liam Anfield start putting in some uber laps to catch up the lead BMW? We will keep an eye on that. Matt Psycho's not letting the Alpha get away from him though. IR Graham, he's pulled away from that little group. Stevie Styler and Racer Brown both moving on. Racer Brown's managed to get past Homesick Alien, but we know Homesick Alien is really ailing with those tyres. And Guesty, it's only a matter of time for Guesty. His tyres are going to be a lot more fresher, feel a lot tackier and stickier than the Mercedes. He's giving the Mercedes a lot of issues. And now we've got a move here. Racer Brown and Stevie Styler going into one of the most difficult parts of the track, and looks like Racer Brown had to back off out of that one because 2 don't fit through there. But you can imagine Racer Brown is going to get into the toe up the straight and just buzz past that McLaren, I imagine, into the first corner. Homesick says painful in the chat. Alan Sykes says morning all. And there you go, the move is done. Has he not? Has he braked okay? He has, and he's made it stick. So Racer Brown up into 5th place, Stevie Styler down into 6th. How is the battle going? Liam Anfield looks like he's pulled a bit of space out between him and Matt Psycho, a 51.981 last time around. Little GP doing a 52.792, so it's just over a second faster, but I think Little GP may have pulled out enough space to save his bacon. With nearly 2.5 minutes left of racing. Little GP's tyres are just falling away. Liam Anfield, he's only just warming his up. Matt Psycho there in 3rd, trying to stay with these guys. He did a 53.0 last time, and IR Graham doing a 52.0. So the Alfa Romeos are definitely a second faster than the Beamers at this point in the race. And Racer Brown's got ahead. Oh yeah, we saw it, didn't we? We saw Racer Brown get ahead of Stevie Styler, and Guesty has got ahead of Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien, he's got no front grip in that Mercedes now, I imagine. Gazman in 9th, still ahead of Daz and Noxie. Noxie looks like he's catching these boys up. Noxie, although he did a 56 his last time round, he's not enjoying this Lexus. Lil GP crossing to start lap 8. Just under 2 minutes to go. Liam Anfield, Matt Psycho in 3rd, IR Graham just crossing the line. There's a big distance, there's just too much of a distance for Liam Anfield to get up to Little's GP. Little's GP doing a 53.0 that last time around. Liam Anfield at 52.4, so only 0.6 faster than Little's GP. That gap, it doesn't look like it's getting any smaller. 53.4 from Matt Psycho, whilst IR Graham doing a 52.6. So the Alphas are getting closer to the Beamers, but I just don't think they've got enough race time to go. There is a Racer Brown in 5th place with Stevie Styler in a great 6th for the McLaren. Guesty 7th, ahead of Homesick Alien in 8th place. Gazman in 9th, Daz in 10th, and Noxie there in 11th. We're into the last minute now, so this will be the final lap for them all. And Little's GP, what will this be? Let's have a look. Win number 6 of the season. And when he takes it across the line, is there anything else going on here? No, IR Graham still not caught up. Stevie Styler, it's all nicely spaced out for these guys now. So yes, Little GP with his win in round 1 sprint race, double win in round 3 sprint, and no, that's IR Graham, sorry. Little GP won the feature race at the Red Bull Ring round 1. He won the sprint race at round 2. He won both races at round 4. He won the feature race at round 5, and there he goes. He wins here at Catalunya. Liam Anfield taking 2nd spot. And there is Matt Psycho 3rd, IR Graham just off the podium, 4th. Matt, take a boo, my son. There's Racer Brown bringing her home in 5th place. Great stuff from the Aston Martin. Stevie Styler, brilliant in the McLaren. Guesty coming home in 7th. Homesick Alien bringing that injured, wounded Mercedes home in 8th. Gazman coming round the final corner. Him and Daz had an adventure. There is him in 9th, and Gazman crossing the line in 10th. And that was your sprint race. Interesting stuff. So yes, Little GP adding another win to his repertoire, whatever it is. Liam Anfield, 2nd. Liam Anfield, he had a double win last round, if you forget. So Liam Anfield really starting to push on his championship. That's actually his first second place in this season. He's had a 4th, a 9th, a 6th, a 3rd, a 6th, a 6th, a 3rd, a 3rd, a 1st, a 6th, a 1st, a 1st, and now a 2nd. So, Liam Anfield, there you go, the reigning champion. Making a late comeback for this championship, but it's anyone's game. Matt Psycho rounding off the podium. And I will find him. Matt Psycho, there. He finished round 6 with a podium at the feature race. He's only won once though. He's won the feature race in round 2. So Matt Psycho wants to get some more ones on the boards. There is IR Graham. God, these shots aren't great, are they? There. Oh, that's brilliant. Awesome. So there you go. IR Graham in 4th. He's missed a couple of rounds. He's had a weird one because he's missed a round and then he's missed a sprint in round 5 and missed the feature in round 4 through internet issues. But he's got 3 wins on the board. Right, Racer Brown in 5th. What we got? Any better shots? 5th? Yeah, that'll do. So Racer Brown finishing in 5th place. We haven't seen him on the top spot yet, but he has been on the podium 5 times this season. So Racer Brown in the Aston Martin doing a fabulous job. There you go, the troublesome McLaren. Stevie Styler in 6th. He's doing a great job in a car that, well, I drove it for a season and thought it was pants. Just didn't have any grunt. So Stevie Styler getting 6th. Guesty in 7th. What's going on with these shots? There you go. Guesty in a 7th spot. Where is he? He got a podium in round 2. He'll be looking to emulate that again. Give me... There you go. How many times did I press that? And there is Homesick Alien in 8th. Absolutely no tyres on that car by the end. Well, the front left anyway. The other 3 look fine. But yeah, Homesick Alien. He was running a good 4th place until the tyres let him down. 9th place for Gazman. I know I'm taking ages. I'm going to try and zip it up now. Gazman had a great round last round with a 4th and a 5th. And he got a podium in round 5's feature race. But in the Lexus today, it just was not working. There is a Daz in 10th place. 11th for Noxie. Doesn't look like he ever really featured in the race. It looks like he struggled with the Lexus getting anything out of it. So 11th for Noxie. Right then, that's it. Let Noxie cross the line and we'll load up the feature race. I'll tell you what the magic randomator number spits out, and that's where we'll be reversed from. So Racer Brown in the chat said I tried to keep me tyres because of the wear at the start. Didn't work this time. No, I remember the last round sprint race. You done really well to now confusing. So many lobbies of GTMC. This is the one, I believe. I don't want to get the wrong one. I preloaded this, I'm pretty sure, so it should be quick. Yes, the randomator, it spun again, and it landed on 6. So I believe Stevie Styler was the man who finished in 6th, and the The grid reverses from 6th. So there you go. You see Stevie Styler on the pole. Racer Brown in 2nd, IR Graham 3rd, Matt Psycho 4th, Liam Anfield 5th, Lils GP 6th, Guesty 7th, Homesick Alien, but they just stay the same. Let me get rid of those big numbers for you because they are horrendous. And now we've got a lovely 40-minute race ahead of us. Stevie Styler's starting on the racing soft, Racer Brown also starting on the racing soft, IR Graham on the racing soft. Ooh, Matt Psycho's going for super softs. Soft for Liam, super softs for the Beamer, softs for Guesty, Homesick's going for softs, Gazman's going for softs, Daz is going for softs, and Noxie also going for softs. And there they go, they're across the line. Stevie Styler leads them away. Racer Brown trying to make an early move, trying to use the power of that Aston Martin before the first corner, and it looks like he's quite close. Very close indeed, yes. So Racer Brown and Stevie Styler we saw battling in the sprint race, and they have resumed. IR Graham though in that little 4C, he's right hot on the heels of Racer Brown, and Racer Brown will have to be starting to think defensive before attack. Matt Psycho there in 4th, Liam Anfield, they've all maintained their position. Well, it looks like Guesty has got himself no, he was already there in winning home scaling. They're all in their same positions. Cracking stuff. Oh, it looks like, I thought IR Graham then looked like he was going to make a move on Racer Brown. We're sat on board with IR Graham in his little Alfa Romeo. We've got Matt Psycho hot on our heels behind us on the super softs, remember. The front 3 cars are on the racing softs. And there it looks like Racer Brown's making a move. Racer Brown making a move up the inside. He's taking the lead. He's taking the lead. Is it the real? Yes, he's maintained it. So Racer Brown takes the lead on the very first lap. Stevie Styler in 2nd. IR Graham there in 3rd place. And oh no, Racer Brown's gone out wide. Racer Brown went out wide. Oh no, Racer Brown hit a bit of sand. And now Stevie Styler's back in the lead of this race with Racer Brown pushing him along. And he's gone for the inside line again. He's not perturbed by the little off. And he's back in the lead again. Stevie Styler down in 2nd with IR Graham there in 3rd. These guys are really close together. Going up to the first corner, Matt Psycho in 4th, Liam Anfield in 5th. And there's Stevie Styler's having a look at Racer Brown. He's looking to get on them brakes later. And there Racer Brown's moving over. And Racer Brown just maintains that lead, but it looks like Stevie Styler's a little bit on edge now, and Matt Psycho has got himself ahead. Oh no, IR Graham. IR Graham's had a bit of a wobble on, I think. Sorry, we'll have a quick look. But there, I don't see anything obvious. Oh, maybe him and the McLaren came across each other, maybe, possibly. But there we see IR Graham dropping down to 5th place. Alongside Little GP. Little GP's just moved ahead of IR Graham. This is tragic. He wants to be up in that race there. And Racer Brown takes the lead with Stevie Styler holding on to that 2nd, but you've got the super soft clad of the BMW just trying to force his way, go past. He's going around the outside. It's not there. And now Stevie Styler back in 2nd with Matt Psycho in 3rd, Liam Anfield there 4th with Lil GP in 5th with IR Graham and Guesty battling it out. Guesty finishing behind IR Graham in the end, but IR Graham distracted by Guesty giving Lil GP a break, and there it looks like Matt Psycho is looking to get up into 2nd spot. He's trying to get past the McLaren, but the McLaren's got the inside line. Oh my word. And he's going for the outside, but the McLaren there, great stuff there, great racing. Stevie Styler kept his cool, kept his line, and was not perturbed one bit from the BMW driver. And behind them they've got IR Graham and Liam Anfield. And IR Graham in all that has got ahead of Little GP, but it looks like Little GP is struggling with something there. So he's got Guesty sitting right on his bumper, and Guesty's got a Homesick Alien clinging on with Gazman in 9th, Daz in 10th, Noxie in 11th. So the lead is a Racer Brown with Stevie Styler and Matt Psycho still going at it. Matt Psycho, has he done it this time? Down the start straight, has the grunt of the Beamer, managed to get ahead of the McLaren, and it has just about. So Matt Psycho moves up into second spot on those super soft tyres, and Stevie Styler there in third. But IR Graham looks like he's got good momentum here on the McLaren, and IR Graham will be wanting to make a move pretty soon, you would think. And IR Graham, Liam Anfield has fallen down into sixth spot now behind Lils GP. So Liam Anfield, no, he's coming back. He's coming back at Lils GP. Maybe there was that seemed all very polite. Maybe something that happened off camera. We don't know. So Lils GP in sixth place. Interesting stuff. Remember, these guys have been doing 2 stops. They've been splitting their pit stops between 2 stops and 1 stop. If they can try and make it last at 1 stop, it kind of works. But in the mid-pack, you get overtaken by the 2 stoppers. But if you get a good enough lead early enough, they're the guys that seem to make the 1 stops work. But overall, it has seemed the 2 stop is a better strategy. So Stevie Styler there, still holding on to that 3rd spot from IR Graham. Liam Anfield, he's got, Liam Anfield's out wide now, and that's going to give Lil GP the opportunity he needs to get ahead of the Alfa Romeo. And there is Homesick Alien. I think he's managed to get past Guesty somewhere along the way. So Homesick Alien moving up into 7th spot, and now he's on the back of the Alpha. Has he got the grunt down here? It looks like he has. Liam's trying to defend. Homesick Alien sitting. Ooh, he's giving him a little bump draft. Try and catch up with the BMWs. And here they go. Homesick Alien looming large in the mirrors of the Alfa Romeo. Racer Brown, he's pulled himself a bit of a lead out. He's got himself the fastest lap. He's used up a 1/4 of a tank of fuel. We're only 6 minutes into this 40-minute race. There's Matt Psycho. Similar fuel usage. IR Graham, yeah, they're all using similar fuel here. I reckon they're all going 2-stop. I think they've given up on that 1-stop shenanigans. It's good on paper, but by the end of the race you've just got no tyres left to defend when the 2-stoppers come through. And there Liam Anfield, he was the first, I think, to try a 1-stop, nearly made it work, but had to fuel save in the last few laps a couple of rounds ago. Homesick Alien, he likes to go long into the races and then 2 short stints. And Guesty in 8th, he's there, he's looking, he's not far behind these boys. Oof. Aston Martin, a bit of wheel spin in the middle of the corner there for Guesty in the chats. I saw a chat come up, but it hasn't come up. Have a little sip of my warm beverage if you don't mind. So sat on board with Guesty as we come around the final corner. Sat in 8th place, we can see Homesick Alien and Liam Anfield in front of us here at the Circuit de Catalunya. 146.454 from Guesty that last time around. Homesick Alien a 46.4, so pretty similar lap times from Homesick and Guesty. Liam Anfield a 45.9. Ooh, Stevie Styler's dropped down, hasn't he? Stevie Styler was up there. Could be maybe 2-stop, Racer Brown says. So it looks like I've missed Stevie Styler dropping down behind the Beamers and an Alfa Romeo, so I do apologise. It was the last lap, it looks like. A 47.1. Lil GP doing a 46.2, IR Graham doing a 44.9. Wow, 2 seconds faster was IR Graham that last time around than the Beamer. Beamer's had to get through traffic, remember though. There, Matt Psycho, he's getting purples. Is he putting himself any closer to the Aston Martin? It does look like it, 45.029. And 45.5 for Racer Brown. Remember, the Beamers are on the super soft tyres though, kicking up the dust out there. I.R. Graham, he'll be liking seeing that dust. Here we go, and yeah, a few more of those. Homesick up into 5th. Oh my lord, Stevie Styler. Stevie Styler must have made a small mistake, it seems. He's there. He was making a move on Liam Anfield, it looks like. No, Liam Anfield came at him, and oh, they came together. Liam Anfield and Stevie Styler having to come together, and Stevie Styler having to slow down to let Liam Anfield through again. Liam Anfield down there in 9th place. Oh my words. Stevie Styler must be there thinking, where are you? Where are you? So Racer Brown leads from Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho just posted the fastest lap. I think he has. No, he hasn't. It said purple when he crossed the line. It obviously wasn't. That's because Lil GP got it just seconds later with a 44.284, and he is really breathing down I.R. Graham's neck now. Homesick Alien up to 5th. Guesty up to 6th. Stevie Styler, he's 7th. He hasn't yielded for Liam Anfield yet. Gasman in 8th. Liam Anfield there in 9th. Maybe Stevie Styler's going to leave it for later in the race. Daz there in 10th place, and 11th for Noxie. So Racer Brown, 45.8 last time around from him. Matt Psycho at 44.8, a second faster on those super soft tyres, remember. Fuel loads are pretty similar. I.R. Graham fending off a Little GP at this point in the race. Little GP a lot faster than I.R. Graham is. So I.R. Graham having to drive defensive against the BMW driver. It's a game of cat and mouse out front there, and we're 10 minutes into this race, 1/4 down. It doesn't look like there's any stops yet. I think lap 15, about the 15-minute mark would be their preferred time to pull their first stop. It depends on tyre wear though, I guess. Homesick Alien and Guesty, absolutely. Well, Guesty was a little bit slower that last lap than Homesick Alien, but it looks like he's come back at the Alien in this race. There, Stevie Styler just ahead of Gasman. Liam Anfield, he'll be absolutely screwing in that car. I imagine he's wringing everything out of that poor little Alpha. That Alpha's paying. There you go, boom, 45.4, and he's hunting down himself a Gasman and a Stevie Styler, I imagine. There is Daz just ahead of Noxie. Noxie starting to catch up the Jaguar, 47.4 last time from Daz. Noxie at 47.0, so 4/10 faster than the Jaguars. One to keep an eye out for. Looks like they might come across each other. Racer Brown, oh my lord, Racer Brown and Matt Psycho absolutely in a humdinger here. What did we miss? I can't be here all day doing this, but we'll go back 1 or 2. That's 20 seconds we flip back, and Matt Psycho on the tail of Matt Psycho, absolutely. He's got a faster car underneath him at this point, has Matt Psycho. Racer Brown clinging on in the Aston Martin. My word, how didn't he wipe him out there? So we're on board with Matt Psycho in 2nd spot. Lil's GP, his BMW buddy, is in 3rd ahead of I.R. Graham. That looks like Racer Brown's made the mistake to give Matt Psycho the opportunity to take the lead of the race, and there he goes. But no, Racer Brown's not letting him get away with it that easily. I want to let him get away with it that easily. So Matt Psycho now takes the lead in the BMW, with Racer Brown dropping down into 2nd spot, and he's got to watch out because they've got a very fast Little GP heading his way. 45.2 last time around for Little GP, but it looks like he had to fight I.R. Graham to get that spot. And Homesick Alien 5th, but Guesty's so close now. Guesty having a real challenge at the Mercedes. Mercedes, that front left tyre around here at Cataluna is its worst enemy, and Guesty, he's just there to pick up the merit. Oh, you can see Alien is struggling to get that Merc turned in, and there goes Guesty up into 5th place. Super duper. Homesick Alien's going to try and use the grunt of the Merc, but the problem is the Aston Martin's got as much grunt as they go down the lane. Here we can see Gasman is ahead of Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield getting the toe on the Lexus, trying to come around. But no, can't quite get it down the straight. He's going to have to wait a corner or two before he can get there. He looks like he's going to get the inside line round here though, the long sweeping left-hander. And there he is, he's up there in 8th spot now, and Gasman is down into 9th, and Liam Anfield will be zeroing in on the back of that McLaren that's just up ahead. The McLaren nose catching up. Homesick, who is behind Guesty. Matt Psycho leading from Racer Brown. Little's GP in 3rd place, who is, it looks like Little's GP has gone into fuel save now because he's hitting 45s. He did one really fast lap and he's maintaining 45s. IR Graham, he's in the late 45s, early 46ers. So yeah, it could be some interesting stuff happening out there with fuels. Matt Psycho, he's not saving, he's gone in now. What did I say about the 15-minute mark? 14 minutes, and Matt Psycho has jumped into the pits. Racer Brown retakes the lead. He's got a good amount of fuel in that tank, you know. That's interesting stuff. So IR Graham, also not bad at fuel, going up into 2nd. Stevie Styler now into 3rd. He's got himself ahead of the Alien. So Stevie Styler's been busy. Guesty's back as well. What's happened here, boys? Oh, we go. We got 3 wide, have we? So Guesty in 5th. The Aliens are having a look. Oh no, there's nothing there. And there you go. Oh, I think the Alien give Guesty a little tap, backed off, and that gives Stevie Styler the opportunity. Meanwhile, we saw Matt Psycho nipping into the pits. I think someone else did as well, didn't they? Was it Little GP? I think Little GP's gone in as well, hasn't he? Yeah. So Stevie Styler then moving the McLaren up into 3rd, but he's got a Homesick Alien very close behind, and a Guesty closer behind him. Liam Anfield catching these guys up. He wants that Stevie Styler. Gasman in 7th, Noxie in 8th, Daz in 9th, and the BMW boys still in the pits. Still in the pits, 3/4 of a tank for Matt Psycho. Little's GP, is Little GP ahead of Matt Psycho? He can't be. No. So Matt Psycho's got out ahead of Daz. Little's GP's come out dead last. Interesting strategy from the Beamer boys. They put the racing soft tyres on now. No, Matt Psycho's gone for super softs again. So there's another pit stop. Well, yeah, of course, they're both going to pit again. But Matt Psycho's gone for the super softs. Little GP has gone for the soft. Racer Brown leading the way. He's got to put some killer laps in, because those Beamers are going to be stonking on their new tyres. IR Graham in 2nd place. Ditto. He has to get some laps in as well. These guys, it looks like they might be pushing for 1 stops. Liam Anfield up into 3rd. So Liam Anfield somehow now is ahead of all these guys. What is happening? Why is it every time I come back to these guys I'm having to rewind? Rewind. So what? Liam Anfield's there, but Homesick Alien wasn't there. Yeah, he was. There's Liam Anfield. He's going up the inside of Guesty. Now he's having a look at Homesick Alien. Ooh, not quite. We've cocked the gun, but we haven't pulled the trigger. And now he's heading towards Stevie Styler. It's a bigger job to get past Stevie boy. He's coming though. So Liam Anfield looking at it, make it look easy getting past Guesty and Homesick Alien. Now his targets are set for Stevie Styler in the McLaren. I imagine Stevie Styler's probably not going to put too much of a fight. Say they had a bit of contact, and there you go. Liam Anfield up into third place. Now Stevie Styler having to defend from the McLaren, and Guesty there as well. My words, that's a lot of cars all in one place, isn't it? Guesty clinging on. He's got low on fuel. His tyres are starting to go. You can see that Aston Martin moving around underneath him. He's turning it and it's not turning. There goes Stevie Styler. He's gone in. The Mercedes and the Aston Martin opting to stay out. Gasman also pitted. So this will help the Beamer boys come through. Sat on board with Guesty as he closes the gap between the Alien. Is he going to go and make a move? No, it looks like he's backed Alpha out of it. Interesting. Maybe he wants to catch the draft, catch the toe of that Mercedes for a while, save a bit of fuel, sat behind it. But Guesty now up into 5th, Homesick Alien 4th, Matt Psycho's now up into 6th with Little GP in 7th. So Racer Brown leading the way, quarter of a tank of fuel. He's doing great with his fuel. IR Graham also a quarter of a tank of fuel. These two doing a blinding job on fuel save. Liam Anfield, God, he's really done a good job on fuel save, but he is quite a distance behind those two, just ahead of Homesick Alien on a quarter of a tank of fuel, but his tyres are absolutely mullered. And Guesty there, Guesty's fuel is starting to flash, so he'll be coming in. That'll be painful just before the halfway mark. Matt Psycho, he's heading on through. He's up to 6th already. Lil GP up into 7th. Noxie, he hasn't pitted, so Noxie must have lost those positions, or lost a position. No, yeah, I think he lost positions. I think he was ahead of both Beamers, and now they're both ahead of him. Daz also not pitting yet. He's trying to get that Jag to go halfway. Stevie Styler, we saw pitting on that last lap with Gasman, and Gasman's pulled himself very close to Stevie Styler in the pit stops. Sheep's in good morning. Sheep's in the chat saying good morning, thingy. Hi. So Racer Brown leading the way from IR Graham. Liam Anfield in 3rd spot. We think it's going to be a minute or so before these guys come into pit. Homesick Alien definitely looks like he's going to go halfway, but can his tyres? Guesty following him through, but Guesty's fuel is flashing. He's got near enough a whole lap to go. He's playing a game of risk there. In that Aston Martin, he might be having to lift a few times through this lap, do some short shifting. Matt Psycho in 6th, already pitted, one of the first pit stoppers. And now it's coming good for him on those super soft tyres. And there's his teammate, Lil GP. Will there be team orders? Lil GP easily leading the championship. But Matt Psycho, he's on even Steven points with someone as well. So Matt Psycho wants his points, and he has fought his way ahead of Little GP in this race. Now we're coming up to the halfway mark. We're only less than a minute away from the halfway mark. Here comes Racer Brown. He's gone past the pit lane. IR Graham also going past the pit lane, and Liam Anfield also. Oh, he's not there yet, sorry. So Racer Brown continues on in the lead with IR Graham in 2nd. He looks like he's pulling a little closer to Racer Brown. And yes, Liam Anfield shuns the pit lane and stays out. As no, Homesick does decide to come in, and Guesty has no choice but to come in. He's on fumes. So Matt Psycho moving up into 4th place now with Little GP teammate in tow. Little GP doing a 1:44.175 last time around. Matt Psycho a 44.075, the fastest lap of the race. Cracking stuff. Guesty also, Guesty's only just made it to his pit markers. Daz has gone in. Homesick Alien, he's there filling up, and Noxie there, he's just pulling in for 11th spot. So Racer Brown is leading the way from IR Graham. This is awkward. Someone's just knocked the door. I don't know what to do about that. Can't exactly pause the stream, can I? Oh, Funky Pigeon. funkypigeon.com. So, Racer Brown leading the way from IR Graham. Liam Anfield is in a third spot. Matt Psycho on the comeback, flying on a two-stop strategy. Will it work for him? Little GP following him on the two-stop strategy. Stevie Styler now up into sixth spot, but Gazman has kept close up quarter with him. He's not letting him get away in that McLaren. Great racing from these pair. And Homesick Alien has come out of the pits in 8th, ahead of Guesty in 9th. But don't forget, there's a few people got to stop ahead of them. But can they maintain those positions after these guys have pitted? Because their tyres will be a lot fresher and they will be coming at them with great fury and vengeance. So Gazman chasing down the McLaren for 6th spot. Racer Brown, tyres are looking mullered, fuel is flashing. We're at the 22-minute of this 40-minute race, and he's showing no sign of pitting, nor IR Graham. There is fuel also flashing, tyres looking quite mullered. They're doing a 47.5 from IR Graham last time, and Racer Brown a 47.8 as he kicks up the dirt. Liam Anfield in third, a 46.4. Liam Anfield still maintaining quite good lap times. Ooh, that really hurt Racer Brown, kicking up that dirt. IR Graham looking so much closer. Liam Anfield, he's trying to make that one stop work also. Matt Psycho absolutely flying. He's not that far behind these guys. He's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel left. And Lil's GP also just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Stevie Styler just over a quarter. Gazman there chasing down that McLaren. Oh, it's tantalising stuff between these two. Guesty's ahead of Homesick Alien now. God knows what happened to Homesick Alien. He had a terrible outlap of 49.3. Oh, and there go the big guns. Racer Brown and IR Graham. Liam Anfield also heading into the pits. So Matt Psycho just coming through the chicane, the bobbing chicane, around the last corner, onto the start straight to retake the lead of round 7 of the GTMC here at Catalunya. Well done, Matt Psycho. Lil's GP then in second. Who can jump these guys? Stevie Styler, they're going in the bobbins corner. Closely followed by Gazman and Guesty. He's just heading up towards that. IR Graham still hasn't come out of the pitch yet. No, he has now. Racer Brown also out in third and fourth. Stevie Styler not quite catching up those guys. You can just see him disappearing into the corner. Liam Anfield coming out of the pits in 7th behind Gazman and Stevie Styler. So Matt Psycho, how long more can he stay out there for? We've got, what we got, 16 minutes left of racing, 15.5 minutes left of racing. The two BMW boys on a two-stop strategy. Racer Brown on a one-stop strategy. He's put the super softs on, has IR Graham. And IR Graham, he'll be eyeing up that podium off of Racer Brown. But the Beamers, they're going to have to pit and get past these boys again, I believe. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know, because I can't see how far ahead they are, really. It's hard to judge. So Stevie Styler, he's quite a way behind Racer Brown and IR Graham to say he's got to make another pit stop. Gazman is pushing the McLaren along. There's Liam Anfield. He doesn't have to pit again. He'll be happy. Oh, he's only put 3/4 of a tank of fuel in that car, though. He did save his fuel a lot more than the other guys, so maybe that is enough fuel for him to get all the way home. Guesty ahead of the Alien, a 45.7 last time around for Guesty. Homesick Alien at 45.9, so Guesty just 2/10 faster than the Alien at this point. Noxie 46.7 in the Lexus, and he's got himself ahead of the Jag. where Daz is just not getting on. He's gone for the medium tyres, so he's obviously not happy with the tyre wear in that Jaguar. So Matt Psycho leading from Little's GP. Racer Brown there on the Super Softs in third place, just waiting for the two Beamer boys to pit. Then he will be the leader of the race if he's not too far behind. I can't judge it. I really can't judge it without knowing how far the distance is between them. Graham hunting down the Aston Martin. Stevie Styler, he's maintained that 5th place ahead of Gasman this whole stint. But it looks like I think Gasman's going to stay out a little longer than Stevie Styler. Liam Anfield, one stop in. He's got some obstacles ahead of him he really was hoping not to see. Guesty now, he's under pressure from the Alien. The Alien's coming back at him, a 45.4. Last time around from Homesick Alien, Guesty doing a 46.6. So yes, the Alien, he's pushing on now on those super soft tyres. Guesty doing all he can to keep the Mercedes behind. He's gone full on defensive in the Aston Martin, but they've both gone out wide. But the Alien, not as bad as Guesty, and now he's coming up the inside of it. And Matt Psycho's gone in for his second pit stop whilst these two are dicing out there. And Little GP has continued on, and you've got the Aston Martin and the Mercedes side by side. Beautiful stuff. And they're trying to slow their wagons down. And the Alien is right on the tail of Aston Martin. Guesty having to defend every corner now as he fights off the Mercedes Homesick Alien. Little GP then continued on, didn't pit at the same time as his teammate. Racer Brown up into second. Graham definitely closer from to Racer Brown, putting some pressure on. Oh my words, I want to see where Matt Psycho, he's come out in 7th behind Gasman, ahead of Guesty. But somewhere along the road, Liam Anfield's jumped ahead of the two guys. So Liam Anfield has been rather busy getting ahead of people. Liam Anfield, where have you got all these shotgun shells from, man? We'd already got past Gasman. Sorry guys, you don't want to watch all these races again. As he drives past the Gasman. That was a weak shotgun because I had a dry mouth. That was just as Matt Psycho went into the pits. Now Liam Anfield heading down towards the Styler of Steve's. And he is a man on a mission in that Alfa Romeo. The reigning champion. He's got the #1 on his car. He's just getting ready to cock that shotgun. Matt Psycho's still in the pits. We see that he came out behind Gasman, and they're ahead of Guesty. And here we go. Liam Anfield, you can hear it. And Liam Anfield, there you go, blowing them all away. Stevie Styler has older tyres, don't forget, not a lot of fuel as well. Racer Brown under attack from IR Graham now. Oh my words. Oh my word, oh my giddy odd. IR Graham going for the push. IR Graham doesn't want to look at the back of the Aston Martin anymore. And he says it's your turn. Your turn to stare at a car for half a race. 28 minutes into this race, we've only got 12 minutes left of racing here. These two are on a one-stop strategy. Lil GP leading at the moment, but we assume he is going to drop into the pits. Whoa, power slide round that corner there as he heads into Bobbin's corner. Brilliant stuff. So the BMW climbing those curves, gonna disappear into the pit lane. There he goes. He's got to put some, oh no, he's done all his tyre choices. It was Matt Psycho who had to put some softs on, and he did. He's a good boy, is Matt Psycho. He plays by the rules. So IR Graham then looking set to take the lead of this race. Lil GP's not even got to his pit marker box yet. So IR Graham, it's a straight out fight between IR Graham and Racer Brown. Liam Anfield also one stopping in that fourth. Can he jump? Little's GP, it looks good. And there he goes, Liam Anfield up into third, but is it enough? He's filling up with fuel now, is Little's GP. Matt Psycho's moved up into fourth. He's on the pit straight. Little's GP still not moving. Matt Psycho now coming up to the end of the pit lane, and there he goes. Little GP only just starting. It looks like Guesty and, oh no, Guesty and Homesick didn't quite get to jump Little's GP. So the two stoppers, he's not far behind Liam on fresh tyres. Liam Anfield has got to watch his six, got to protect his teammate IR Graham up there in the lead, who's already fighting the Aston Martin of Racer Brown all the way till the end of this race. Just over 10 minutes left of racing, with Liam Anfield sitting in third, just done his fastest lap of the race of 44.883. Matt Psycho is absolutely flying out there now after his final pit stop. He's got to do all the work with that two stopper. They've got to get past him, and at the moment Liam Anfield, IR Graham and Racer Brown hard at it at the front of this race, keeping it real and keeping it entertaining, we must say. Sat on board with Racer Brown. They've just got to keep maintaining. They've got 10 minutes. Their tyres are still quite fresh though. It's going to be a tricky one for the Beamers to try and catch these boys up. They've done great with fuel conservation in the first part of the race, and they've done great with keeping their tyres up to standards. We've still, it's virtually 9 minutes left of racing now. IR Graham crossed the line with a 45.1, Racer Brown at 45.1, exact same times. Liam Anfield is in the picture now at 44.9, 2/10 faster than them guys ahead of him. Then you can see Matt Psycho crossing the line at 44.5, and it's an outlap for Little's GP, so we can't really look at that lap. It definitely was an outlap, yes. Here comes Guesty ahead of Homesick Alien, 6th and 7th on their one stops, but I don't think Homesick's going to be able to one stop on them super softs. And Guesty, it's not too bad, the softs are looking quite done. Then you've got Noxie ahead of Stevie Styler. Noxie, has he had a second pit stop? I'm not sure. Possibly. But there we go, Stevie Styler making the move up into, he's not quite made the move yet. It's still Noxie's corner. Noxie there, but Stevie Styler's trying to find a way past, but no, Noxie is saying my racing line. Ooh, and there's Stevie Styler. He's giving Noxie a little tap on the way past. So Noxie in 9th, Gazman there in 10th. Oh, I don't know how Gazman ended up behind his teammate. Maybe, I don't know. I missed that one. Gazman was behind Stevie Styler. Them two must have pitted. Yeah, Noxie must be on a one stopper then. I didn't notice when he pitted. So IR Graham is leading the way. He's pulled a little bit away from Racer Brown now. Liam Anfield, he's trying to catch them two up so he can get involved in that battle for the top step. Matt Psycho, he is absolutely pushing because he's got to overtake 3 people to get the lead of this race back. And there is Lil GP, who was leading the first part. No, he wasn't. He was down in 5th, wasn't he? He's still in 5th. Guesty in 6th. He's pulled a bit of space out between the Alien now. Guesty crossing the line with a 46.909, and the Alien doing a 47.2. Those tyres probably starting to hurt Homesick Alien now, but they are a nice distance ahead of Stevie Styler, Noxie and Gazman at this point in the race to be concerned with them. IR Graham, he's pulling a little bit more out from Racer Brown. He did a 45.2999 his last time around, and Racer Brown doing a 45.730. Losing a bit of space and time on that Alfa Romeo. The other Alfa Romeo a 44.5. Liam Anfield absolutely pushing the balls out of that car. Matt Psycho trying to catch up the top 3, as is a Little's GP. But they've only got 6 more minutes left of racing. It's not going to work for the two stoppers today. Guesty in 6th. he was a one-stopper. And Home Scaling was a one-stopper. Stevie Styler, two-stopper. Noxie, one-stopper, I think. Gasman, two-stopper. I wasn't sure what Daz did. I didn't quite see. He's still on those medium tyres, so we've got to assume he got one stopped. I think he did one stop because I looked at him. He looked painful. His tyres looked absolutely burnt. So, IR Graham on that Super Softs. Ahead of Racer Brown, a 45.4 last time around, a 45.3 for Racer Brown. Nothing in it between these two. There is Liam Anfield at 45.7. Matt Psycho 44.9. And 43.987 for Little's GP, the fastest man of the race so far. Great stuff. Matt Psycho, he's going to do all on to keep hold of that 4th place. Liam Anfield. Fair distance in front of these guys. Less than 5 minutes left of racing. IR Graham, has he got it in the bag? Racer Brown doesn't want to give it up too easily. Liam Anfield hoping that they take each other out. He can come through and take a win. And that Psycho there in 4th. Wondering if he can get that Beamer to do a one-stop even. Guesty there in 6th place. He's dropped the Alien. The Alien really struggling with those tyres. My word. Good job. He's got quite a distance between Stevie, Gasman. Oh, Noxie's dropped back behind Gasman now. Daz has got a long way before he catches that little crew up. So IR Graham coming around. We've only got 4 more minutes left of racing. It's that 2, maybe 3 more laps to go. And there goes IR Graham. 1/4 of a tank of fuel. Tyres not too worn. Comes across to do a 45.5. Racer Brown a 45.9. So Racer Brown lost a bit of pace there. But he's got a load more fuel than IR Graham. Liam Anfield a 45.0. Does look like... Oh, Little's GP's got himself ahead of Matt Psycho. Oh, he is a lot faster. Oh my, when did it do it? Hang on, that looked a little... Was that orchestrated, do we think? Do we think Matt Psycho? Letting the championship leader through. Yeah, I think that was a team manoeuvre there. I think that was you need the points because of the championship, especially as some of his closest competitors are up there ahead of him. Let's have a look at that table just to see who is his closest competitor. So I think Matt Psycho needs the points more, in all fairness, because I think he's equal with Liam Anfield, and Liam Anfield's in front of him. So he's put himself further back from Liam Anfield. Oh no, Matt Psycho's second. But he's on equal points with Liam Anfield, and Liam Anfield's in 3rd. So Little's GP on 277 points. Maybe Little's GP will give it him back, because Little GP's on a massive push at the moment on those super soft tyres. And maybe before the line, Little's GP will give it back to Matt Psycho, because it just seems like Little GP's taking points away from Matt Psycho that Matt Psycho needs, as he's on even points with Liam Anfield at the moment. So there you go. IR Graham 174 points, 7th in the table. Racer Brown 4th in the table on 211 points, in 2nd spot. Keeping an eye on that Alpha. Liam Anfield, he looks like he's starting to lose the pace out of that car now, and he's got Little's GP. Absolutely, he's in the 43s as the Little GP. He is really pushing. He wants that podium position. It's cracking stuff here from the BMW drivers, working together as a unit. Fantastic stuff. Guesty's fuel's flashing. Guesty's fuel's flashing. Can he make it to the end of the race even? There's 2 and a bit minutes, 2 minutes 20 seconds left of racing, and oh, home to Galen, can those tyres reach the end of the race? He's still got a fair distance from Stevie Styler, who's pulled a little bit away from Gasman, but still, wow. So Liam Anfield, he's coming around. Look at the Beamer, it's definitely closer. 46.3 from Liam Anfield that last time around. Little's GP doing a 44.4. What is that? Nearly 2 seconds faster. Matt Psycho doing a 44.9. IR Graham out there in the lead. We've still got just less than 2 minutes of racing to go. They probably get to the line again before the timer runs out. So IR Graham leading from Racer Brown. These both in the 45s, a 45.9 from IR Graham that time around. Racer Brown at 45.9 also. Liam Anfield at 46.3. Lil's GP at 44.4. And he is absolutely dragging that Alfa Romeo in. Unbelievable stuff there. Unbelievable driving from Lil's GP. He wants that podium. I suppose, yeah, it's clever. Matt Psycho lets Lil GP's past if he hasn't got the pace. And if Little GP's can catch up Liam Anfield and take points away from Liam Anfield, that helps Matt Psycho. So, yeah, I suppose letting his teammate through was the right call. And I still think when it gets to the end of the race, I think Little GP will pull back over. What is Guesty going to do? He can't go round again, can he? Well, he has, but he's going to run out of fuel, surely, even on this lap. 30 seconds left of racing. Here come the leaders. They're going to have to do another lap, I reckon. IR Graham, a Racer Brown. Possibly Liam Anfield as well. Whoa, Liam Anfield's got 2 Beamers very close behind. So there goes IR Graham. Crossing the line for lap 23, as does Racer Brown. And Liam Anfield at 23. And Lil GP gets across the line. There's still 5 seconds to go. Matt Psycho's got across the line. Guesty is hoping this. Guesty safe, but no. Is that it? Is he out? He's into the last section. He's into the last section. But it looks like he's out of fuel. Homesick's out of tyres. So Guesty might be able to just cruise this one home. No, he can't. Can he? Homesick Alien's there, coming around the final corner. Guesty's just cruising. And there goes the Mercedes up into 6th spot. Poor Guesty. It couldn't have been any closer. Can he stay ahead? Guesty. Oh, Stevie Styler. Oh, Stevie Styler, Gasman and Guesty. Oh, Stevie Styler and Gasman both get Guesty before the line. And here comes IR Graham. They've got a whole lap. Racer Brown, Liam Anfield, Little's GP. He's really upon. He's not quite close enough to Liam Anfield, is he, really, on the final lap? So it's looking good for IR Graham as he comes into the final part of the track. There is a Racer Brown trying to hunt IR Graham down. IR Graham's very low on fuel, but he's still got probably enough just to get to the line. We would hope, after seeing what happened to Guesty, you can't guarantee anything. Liam Anfield, he looks like he's done enough to keep that 3rd spot ahead of Lil's GP, who is pushing. I wonder if Lil's GP, here we go. IR Graham crosses the line to take the win. Racer Brown in 2nd. Liam Anfield is coming across for 3rd spot. Brilliant stuff. And no, Little GP took that 3rd, 4th. I for some reason thought he might give it back to Matt Psycho. So he's taken points away from Matt Psycho with him and Liam Anfield on even points. And did Liam Anfield win that first race? No, that was Little GP won, didn't he? Liam Anfield got 2nd. So yeah, Little GP's not helped his teammate out at all. Matt Psycho got 3rd. And now he's taken more points away that he didn't really need, because he's got a nice buffer in the lead of this championship. Interesting stuff there in the BMW camp. So your winner there is IR Graham. Welcome back. I joked last week he lost against the internet. Well, he beat the internet and he's back with a bang. A 4th and a 1st. Great race in there. Racer Brown did all he could to stay with the man, but the man was too strong. So Racer Brown gets another podium. But he just still hasn't got that top step yet. It looked like this one was the one for him, but IR Graham ruined that. There, Liam Anfield, absolutely cracking race, because Liam Anfield dropped right out of it with a little coming together with Stevie Styler. and he hustled his way back up into third place. He loaded his shotgun and he was firing it all over the place. Brilliant stuff. Take a boo, my son. There is a little GP taking that 4th spot from Matt Psycho. So little GP there, 4th. Do you know what? No, I was going to say that's his lowest finish, but he's got a 5th. In round 5, he finished 5th in the sprint race. But that man, you look along his row, it's all 2s, 1s, and 3s. 1-5 and now 1-4. Brilliant championship from a little GP so far. There you go, the second BMW driver, Matt Psycho. I think that's put him down into 3rd in the championship. I think Liam Anfield is definitely safely ahead of him now. He could have really done with little GP spot. In 6th is Homesick Alien. A good sturdy drive from the Alien. He was helped out by Guesty's fuel tank in the end there, but still great stuff. An 8th and a 6th for the Alien. 7th for Stevie Styler today. Car just didn't have it in it. Had a bit of a coming together early on with Liam Anfield, and then, well, I think something else happened in it as well, because he was up there and I can't find him. Stevie Styler there, 7th. Brilliant. Gasman in 8th place. He's shocking. 8th for Gasman. A 9th and an 8th. Not Lexus's track here at Catalunya, I believe. 9th for Guesty. Oh, poor Guesty. That fuel tank really, really suckered him. Oh, you're joking. There's no good shot of Guesty, and I imagine he's pleased about that. So Guesty back in 9th, but wow, should have been 6th really, if it weren't for that darned fuel tank. Noxie finished in 10th in the Lexus. Like I said, it didn't look like it was Lexus's day today. It wasn't their track. And Daz, he still hasn't found a track that Jaguar suits yet. Finishing in 11th. That was round 7 of the GTMC4 Lobby 1. And we've only got 3 more rounds left, I think. Yeah, 8, 9 and 10. So that's it. I was your broadcaster and your commentator. Oh God, I've got things written down, but I never know where I write anything down. I don't even think it is in this. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So I was your commentator and broadcaster. I'm going to give up, just make something up, I don't know. You can wait. I'm going to find it. Oh, Racing Brown said, congratulations, IR Graham. That was a great racing. Silly makes from myself. Oh, silly mistakes from myself, but great commentary thingamajig. Oh, thank you. I'm going to give up. All right, I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Luke at my ass. Thank you. I will catch you for Lobby 2 of the GTMC pretty soon. Keep an eye out. Okie dokie. Bye.